For years, Binance's founder Changpeng Zhao, better known as CZ, repeated a promise.
Binance.com is embracing regulations all around the world.
There was a very strong need for exchange that want to operate everything properly.
We welcome anyone to look under the hood for our business. I think we run a very clean business.
This morning, another major blow to the cryptocurrency industry as the leader of the world's largest crypto exchange pleads guilty to multiple U.S. violations, including money laundering.
Binance agrees to pay $4.3 billion, and their CEO has pled guilty to violating money laundering rules and has stepped down, claiming, quote, "I make mistakes and I must take responsibility."
The first things that comes to mind when we talk about crypto, or at least the first thing that comes to my mind, is trading crypto for profit. But Binance offers so much more. It can be used for payments at the retailer, as well as payments to another Binance user in what is usually called peer-to-peer payments. Also, because Binance operates in different countries, it can be used to send money overseas without relying on banks or other traditional ways to send money. All of these things that makes Binance successful and the preferred exchanging platforms for millions of users also make Binance the platform of choice for criminals. In this video, we're talking about the rise and fall of Binance. Before we start, hi, my name is Julia. I'm a certified anti-money laundering specialist, and in my day job, I help businesses comply with anti-money laundering regulations. On YouTube, I talk about anti-money laundering, fraud, and law-related crimes. If you are interested in these topics, please comment, like, subscribe. All of these things really help the channel. And now let's start from the first chapter, the rise of Binance. Binance Holdings Ltd, trading as Binance, is a global company founded in China in 2017 by Changpeng Zhao, also known as CZ. Binance initially focused on crypto-to-crypto trading, which is the exchange of one crypto for another, for example, trading from Bitcoin to Ethereum. Binance quickly gained traction within the crypto community due to its wide variety of supported cryptos, low trading fees, and user-friendly interface. It quickly became the largest cryptocurrency exchange by daily trading volume, attracting millions of users globally. Under CZ leadership, Binance has successfully expanded its operation, introducing an extensive range of products and services beyond its initial crypto-to-crypto exchange. In 2019, Binance started to offer peer-to-peer payments, so users sending each other funds. Because Binance operates in different countries, this type of peer-to-peer payments can both occur domestically, for example, both users, let's say, are in Australia, or internationally, so if users are in different countries. This features makes Binance peer-to-peer transfers similar to international wire transfers. Also in 2019, Binance introduced fiat-to-crypto exchange services, which means exchanging fiat currency, like for example US dollars, to a cryptocurrency and vice versa. Initially, Binance launched Binance Jersey in Europe, a platform specifically dedicated to fiat-to-crypto exchanges, primarily in euros and British pounds. A year later, in 2020, Binance integrated fiat-to-crypto gateways directly into its main platform, allowing users from various regions to buy and sell cryptos using their own fiat currency. This integration eliminated the need for using separate platforms and made Binance one-stop shop for both crypto-to-crypto and fiat-to-crypto transactions. As Binance evolved, it expanded its support for a wide range of fiat currency. By 2021, Binance had integrated dozens of fiat currencies, including the big names like US dollars and euros, but also smaller currencies like Australian dollars, Czech koruna, Georgian lari, and many more. In addition, Binance partners with multiple third-party payment providers to facilitate crypto purchases at a retail shop. To do so, in 2020, Binance launched the Binance Card, a crypto debit card that allows users to swipe their card and pay directly with their crypto without the need to exchange the crypto into fiat. Also, Binance Card allows to withdraw cash from an ATM. All of these features that are great for customers and made Binance's success are also appealing for money laundering and other financial crimes. Let's move to the second chapter, crypto laundering. There are many crypto laundering techniques. I will touch upon some of the most used. First, we have chain swapping, which refers to the practice of rapidly exchanging one crypto for another for enhancing anonymity or circumventing surveillance and tracing. For example, a user might want to swap a Bitcoin for a privacy coin like Monero, which use advanced cryptography to make transactions untraceable. Coin swapping is appealing to bad actors who want to hide the trail of transactions. Binance recognized these risks and has delisted Monero and other privacy coins to minimize coin swapping within its platform. Second, we have coin mixing, a technique used to obfuscate the transaction history of crypto by pulling together coins from multiple users and then redistributing them back to the participants. This mixing breaks the link between the original senders and the ultimate recipient, as like, for example, if you and other people put cash together and then redistribute it. You will get the same amount of money, but you will never know if you got the exact note that you put in. Binance does not offer coin mixing services, which again decrease its money laundering risks. Third, we have peel chain, which means passing funds through a series of small transactions across multiple wallets. In practice, the process begins with a crypto being deposited into an initial wallet. From this wallet, small amounts of the crypto are transferred into multiple intermediate wallets. Each transfer is designed to stay below detection thresholds. At each iteration, a fraction of the transfer amount of crypto is converted into fiat, so that at each iteration, a bit of the money is peeled off the total. Because of its crypto transfer services and fiat to crypto exchange services, Binance can be used for peel chain. These are just a few crypto laundering techniques. Other examples of money laundering techniques that can be applied to crypto are smurfing, which involves breaking a large transaction in many smaller transactions to avoid detection, and cross-border transactions, which are used by bad actors to avoid detection in a country by sending funds abroad. All of these things can be done with services offered by Binance. This prompts the question, what should Binance do to minimize its money laundering risks, and where is Binance failing? Let's talk about the next chapter, the fall. Even though Binance does not have a physical headquarters, it has customers in multiple countries and it provides services in different countries as well. Because of these reasons, Binance needs to comply with the anti-money laundering regulations of different countries. Each country has its own set of anti-money laundering laws, but in general, anti-money laundering principles are similar across countries because they are all derived from the international standards set by the Financial Action Task Force, also known as FATF. In particular, the FATF calls for countries to regulate crypto service providers like Binance. I talk more about the requirements in another video, which is linked in the description, but in general, the FATF requires countries to mandate crypto service providers to collect identity documents on their customers, monitor transactions, keep records, and report suspicious activities to the competent financial intelligence unit. The FATF released a survey in 2024 which shows that the majority of the surveyed countries have enacted legislations requiring crypto service providers to be registered or licensed and to comply with anti-money laundering measures. All of this to say that Binance needs to comply with anti-money laundering obligations pretty much everywhere where it operates. But recent legal development shows that Binance doesn't. In May 2024, Binance had two major legal troubles in North America. In Seattle, USA, Binance founder CZ was sentenced to 4 months in prison after pleading guilty to violating US laws against money laundering. CZ said in court, quote, "I'm sorry, after I failed to implement an adequate anti-money laundering program. I realize now the seriousness of the mistake," end quote. As part of the settlement, CZ stepped down as CEO, even though he still retains 90% ownership of Binance, and agreed to pay $50 million in fine. On the same month, May 2024, the Financial Transactions and Reports Analysis Center of Canada, the Canadian Anti-Money Laundering Agency, fined Binance for $4.38 million, which is about 6 million Canadian dollars. The fine was related to failure to register as a foreign money service business and failure to report 6,000 virtual currency transactions worth 10,000 Canadian dollars or more between June 2021 and July 2023. Binance had ceased operation in Canada at the time of the fines. And again, in December 2024, the Australian Securities and Investment Commissions sued Binance for having misclassified 500 retail clients as wholesale clients between July 2022 and April 2023. In brief, a retail client is an individual who does not have professional finance or investment knowledge, while a wholesale client is an institutional or professional investor or a person with significant assets and therefore much more investment knowledge. Because of these differences, retail investors are granted more protection than wholesale investors. Security and investment law mandate businesses like Binance to ensure that these protections are enforced. Because Binance misclassified 500 retail clients, they granted less protection to these clients. This is not really an anti-money laundering requirement, but it helps paint a picture of Binance disregarding regulatory compliance all around. Also, a pillar of anti-money laundering is the so-called Know Your Customer, the practice of collecting information on the customer and risk profiling them. If Binance misclassified 500 customers, it follows that Binance did not have the correct risk profile for the purpose of anti-money laundering requirements. We're getting to the end with the last chapter on conclusions. Crypto providers have brought new challenges to the international financial systems, bringing new technologies, new methods for sending money, and also new money laundering threats. The way in which domestic and international authorities have responded to these challenges has largely been to expand the pre-existing anti-money laundering legislations to crypto service providers. For example, the Financial Crimes Enforcement Networks in the United States classified crypto providers as money services business in 2013, de facto expanding the scope of U.S. anti-money laundering legislations to crypto providers. The FATF took a little longer, as it was 2018 when the FATF amended its standards to say that crypto service providers are covered by anti-money laundering obligations. Slowly but certainly, countries around the world have updated their anti-money laundering legislations to cover crypto services. In the early days of crypto, there was a lot of uncertainty as to what point regulatory compliance applied to crypto, but Binance was founded in 2017 when the regulatory environment on crypto was already starting to mature. Also, since then, CZ and the other Binance stakeholders and senior managers had quite a long time to catch up on regulations and improve Binance anti-money laundering regulatory compliance, but they didn't. The US and the Canadian sentences and the Australian trial that just started show Binance's track record of consistently not registering with local authorities, not obtaining the required licenses, not submitting the required reports, not developing adequate compliance programs. These are all basic stuffs that all financial institutions have to deal with in order to protect their customers and the wider society. Only because Binance offers a decentralized service, Binance is not above the law. I do not have any data on this, but I wonder how much the lack of regulatory compliance had advantaged Binance in gaining its space as the biggest crypto platform. I'm saying this because if other providers had to put in place measures to screen customers, keep record, and monitor transactions, while Binance didn't, Binance enjoyed a substantial competitive advantage over other providers. Despite all the negative press and the fines, at the time of recording, Binance is still the biggest crypto platform for volume of transactions. But things are changing. As a consequence of the regulatory actions, Binance operations were disrupted in many countries. Binance had not been able to operate in Canada for a while, was fined millions of dollars, and in addition, CZ was personally held accountable with a prison sentence, which is very uncommon for anti-money laundering non-compliance. Kudos to the US authorities for taking such a serious stance on Binance, because it is serious, and way too often we see big fines for corporate entities, and after the fine is paid, everything goes back to business as usual. Yes, looking at you, HSBC. In my opinion, the real change will come when the people who control these corporate entities will be held accountable on a personal level, like CZ. If you made it till here, thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you think about the video. Binance, if you need some help on your anti-money laundering compliance program, hit me up, I can help you. This is all from me now. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the usual. Also, give me a follow on LinkedIn where I talk more about anti-money laundering, and I'll see you on the next one.